Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new, go ahead, click that subscribe, click the bell, because on my channel that's what I do, maintenance related information. It doesn't matter if it's a car, truck, bike, tractor, truck, big trucks. If it has an engine, I am either already covered on my channel or it's coming its way. The video will be addressed. So in today's video I'm going to show you guys what Toyota did on 2010, 2011 and up to maybe even earlier, 2007 and up, 2008, how they addressed oil consumption in some of their vehicles. And I think they addressed on all of them. I'm going to show you guys the new design. There is a new design, there's old design pistons, what Toyota have been doing to keeping the oil consumption at bay. And it's not just a Toyota, all car manufacturers are across the board, they're all in the same boat, all of them. That's how they all operate. So, number one question that I get on my channel probably when it comes to oil consumption, how can I fix the oil consumption? That's something I'm going to cover in this video, how to fix oil consumption. Quick, cheap, and easy. Remember, quick, cheap, and easy. There is more complicated process. That's something that will be covered in my video. I'm not going to release details until I try it myself. Confirm that it works, does not damage engine, and good results. And there is a third way of reducing oil consumption, the most expensive way, either replacing the engine with a remanufactured. You don't have to go to Toyota to get a remanufactured engine. A lot of people make mistake. They think because it's Toyota, you gotta go to Toyota. No, there is places that specialize in the engine remanufacturing. You can get that engine installed and you can go from there, or you can have it rebuilt. It depends on your personal preference. So this is the famous 2.4 engine that has oil consumption, major oil consumption. As you can see, the third ring from top, it's clogged up. In my videos I covered it up and I said, well, it's a bad design. Well, I definitely I'm not gonna say that it's a good design, even in this video. Definitely there is a better design Toyota have used and still uses today. Why they chose this type of design, I do not know. The only thing I can think of is the supplier who has been supplying the rings and I think the pistons for Toyota, and that's probably the cheapest alternative that they offer to Toyota. So that's 2.4 engine. What about older designs? So this is the older design Toyota, as you can see too. It says Toyota. So this came actually from famous engine. The top ring, well actually the bottom ring, I'm gonna show you guys. It's a massive oil ring, and this is actually from 4.7 engine. Is it best design? Better than this design? Well, it's definitely twice the size, the thickness, maybe 3 times oil ring, as you can see. Definitely big improvement. However, do 4.7s had oil consumption issues? I don't think so. So why is it? Bigger, better design, no oil consumptions. Let me give you some history, some background history. Back in 90s, maybe even early, or even prior to 90s, the whole entire auto industry was basically using one type of oil. They were using, this is what they were using. 10W30, conventional 10W oil. This is the oil that was used by everyone. Sometimes in the owner manuals they will say if the vehicle is driven in the wintertime, use 5W30. So this was another choice of conventional oils that were used. Oil change intervals back in 90s and prior was 3 months or 3,000 miles max. Cars back then never had oil consumption issues. Why is it? Why is they never had oil consumption? Well, first of all, oil was changed more often and oil consumption was still there, but it was not noticeable because you were changing your oil either every 3 months or 3,000 miles. Look at the screen. I'm going to show you a W30 conventional oil, pennzoil. Just an average. These numbers are plus or minus a little bit, few percent based on the brand of the oil, conventional. As you can see, TBN, you see the cold flow, the hot flow for the oil numbers, and the maximum evaporation volatility numb percentage. As you can see, 15% is the max. Look where the conventional oil is, almost 15%. So it's barely meets the specifications of API, of the requirements for the oil. So what happened next? Well, as time progressed, early 2000s, mid 2000s, car companies across the board, not just Toyota, they decided, well, we're going to increase, and I'm not sure, maybe because the government regulations, or I do not know. They went to 5,000 mile oil change intervals with 5W20, 5W20, 10W20. This is the craziness went up. They went on and started saying, go ahead, oil is good for 5,000 miles. People are like, man, that's good. I have to change less oil. But majority of people, they never questioned it. They never had this question in their mind. That is it really will benefit my engine? Will I have problems with my engine running a conventional oil 5,000 miles? Majority of people never question that. So car manufacturers, including Toyota, took advantage of that. Then they went to 7,500 miles. Majority of the engines at 5,000 miles started having the issues. When they went to 7,500 miles, half a year or 1 year, a lot of car manufacturers start having issues like sludge and all kind of engine problems with conventional oil when they went to 7,500 miles. Cars that never knew for sludge or engine problems now had the engine problems because conventional oil was only good for 3,000 miles, and it's still good for 3,000 miles. Engines today produce almost on average twice as much horsepower as they used to be in the 90s. Those engines provide or push the oil to the limits beyond the specification. Conventional oil could not produce or provide the same level of protection when the engine horsepower increases. So what car manufacturers did? Well, after they realized that 5W20, 10W20 conventional oil is no longer capable of keeping the engine clean because conventional oil by itself, it has impurities. It does not have enough detergent to keep the engine clean. These are prime examples, you know what I mean, clogged up rings. Why is this 2.4 engine has clogged up rings? Well, because running it more than 3,000 miles will cause that to happen. So let me show you something else. They went to 10,000 miles, some car manufacturers went to 10,000 miles. Engines, some of them with the timing chain issues, they were stopped developing major problems, either skipping and then damaging the valves because things will start wearing out. So switching from 3,000 miles to 5, 7, 10,000 miles, a lot of car manufacturers developed a bad name for themselves. It was a bad move on their part. They never tested the oil to see if it really works. And now we know that it doesn't work. Now we know it has problems created. Oil consumption, look how clogged up the ring. Why is it? Perfectly running engine now consuming a large amounts of oil. It's not just Toyota. If you look on a Craigslist, other brands, some people are just on and say, yeah, it's burning oil. And they say, well, that's how my brand is. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's not your brand. In 90s, people never complained about oil consumption. They never had those type of clogged up rings. Yes, the rings were bigger, but then they were changing oil more often. Using conventional with a low detergent. So, do you know what this is? The piston was removed from 2.5 engine Toyota. Let's see if I can show you on the inside. You're probably not going to see it, but it says Toyota. I have no intentions of lying. So this is a 2.5 engine. So how is 2.5 different from 2.4? Can you see the difference? Same oil rings, same top rings. And actually the spacing between the oil rings and the regular compression rings is different on 2.5, 2.4. See, there is a difference. But the oil rings itself is the same oil ring. Look at the holes. 2.5, 2.4 is clogged up, 2.5 is not. Why is it? What did Toyota do differently? Same design, yes. Piston ring is different. They're different in size. But so what Toyota did, this is actually was removed from the engine. As you can see, carbon buildup on the inside, 2.4 versus 2.5, barely nothing. 0W20. You got it. 0-double-20 is the oil, is the key, the Toyota did. They did not change the oil rings. Same oil rings on 2.5 and 2.4. But they switched to 0-double-20. They're not using amsoil. That's just something I will cover why you want to use this. 0-double-20. Why 0-double-20 full synthetic? Look at the table. Look at the difference. Evaporation rate. Evaporation rate for full synthetic is about 10% versus conventional oil, a maximum almost 15%. Do you see the difference? Which oil will evaporate faster? Which oil will clog up the oil rings? Of course conventional will clog up the oil rings. Look at this. Yes, it has some carbon. 160,000 miles on these pistons. And the holes, they're not clogged up. They're still visible. It's not clogged up. Yes, there is some carbon between the holes, but it's not clogged up. When you compare to this one, it's all clogged up. You can't even see anything. So that's the difference. That's where the Toyota made a difference. Switching to 0-double-20. That's how they fixed the oil consumption on Toyota Camry 2.4 engine. Same thing in other engines. Key is using oil, proper oil, changing oil more often, and you don't have to worry about the clogging up and oil consumption. See, conventional oil, everything's clogged up. Full synthetic oil, 0-double-20. It flows better, provides better protection. Many people don't know and think thicker oil is better. No, thicker oil is not better. Unless you're racing or you have a diesel engine that is working hard. On the regular cars, thicker oil is not 0-double-20. If that's what they recommend, that's what you should be using. That's why that 2.5 engine that I removed the pistons from, oil rings did not clog it up. 4.7, yes, it has massive oil ring. It's not clogged up. It was over 100,000 miles. The engine is actually pretty clean, surprisingly, because frequent oil changes. Some people think, oh, it's just Toyota. Look at this piston. It's not a Toyota. I'm going to show you guys as an example. It uses different design, but look how bad it clogged up. Look at how bad the carbon build-up oil ring. Look on the inside, how bad it is. It's crazy just to look at it, how much carbon buildup is on the ring. You see? Not sure if camera can pick it up or not, but on the inside it says Fomoco, Ford. Yes, this is from F-150, 3.5 engine. Yep, they have the same problem because they're pushing their oil beyond the specification, using them longer than it should be. Let me show you something else. Here is another example, just like Toyota, just like 2.4. You know what this is? Honda and Kia engine. Yep, they're 2.4 engine. You see their symbol, Honda and Kia on the inside the pistons. There you go, another example. This is here's another example. Toyota pistons. They're using a more standard oil ring. This is 3.5 engine. Surprisingly, yep, 3.5. You would think Toyota use across the board. 3.5 with 0-double-20. Look how clean. This is a high mileage too, from high mileage engine. But look how clean the oil rings. Come on, camera, focus. Right there, high mileage, but it's not clogged up. Why? 0-double-20, full synthetic. And let me show you something else on the screen. You're gonna ask me, well, what can I do to lower my oil consumption? If you have an oil consumption already, start using amsoil oil. That's your one way to lower. That's a fast, quick, and cheap way of using for lowering oil consumption. Start using amsoil. I'm going to show you a comment section from people who start using it and their oil consumption went down. I'm going to show you the comments in this video again, and you can read it on your own. I'm not going to read those comments. People who's been using amsoil, they don't have problem with oil consumption. Yes, on those engines, 2.5 engines, Yes, on those engines that have, as I say and we say, bad design, but they don't have the problems. Here is the thing: amsoil can fix your oil consumption because amsoil has very low evaporation rate, or fast. Fast, cheap, and easy way to lower consumption is to use the amsoil. Cummins is the proof. I'll give you one of each. I have thousands of comments from people. Another thing what you want to do, use engine flush before every oil change. Detergent based, just like same detergent they use in oil, higher concentration. You don't want to use acetone based because it will destroy your engine, especially your seals. Before every oil change, use the flush. Use synthetic oil. That's a fast, cheap, and easiest way to do it to lower oil consumption. If it's a newer car, start using amsoil. You're gonna be surprised. You read the comments on this on the screen. People who are using and they don't have oil consumption at all, and I don't. And I change my oil only once a year. You add the oil. I still check the oil. You still have to check the oil because if something happens, you lose the oil. Guess what? Now you're in thousands of dollars in a hole. So it's always it's the best practice to always check your oil once a week, once a month, or before a long trip. And the other way to lower the oil consumption, there's the method that I want to develop this like a step-by-step tutorial using different products to lower. It will take time, so I'm not sure when that video is going to be out because I gotta test it, and before I say yes it works, I gotta test it myself. And the third way, like I said, replacing the engine or replacing the pistons. So what we have learned, just gonna summarize: oil is responsible. So quality of the oil determines if you're gonna have consumption or if you're not gonna have consumption. It's your choice. Does the amsoil works? 100%. Always. I haven't seen a comment from someone. I just don't want to put all the comments in this video because it's going to be too long. Some people are not going to care. If you care, if I get on this video 5,000 likes, I will create a video separately. I'll pull all the comments from people who said how amsoil helped them lower the oil consumption. And there is other brands of oil, actually, surprisingly, that people regret using it because it destroyed their engines. I'm not going to mention in this video. Not the purpose, but if I get 5,000 likes on this video, I'll create a separate video showing you guys all the comments how amsoil helped, not just a few. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video with others. And if you have questions, you know what you have to do. Thank you so much and have an awesome day.